Oh, we're hooked up with a biggin. Oh, he's taking line. So much line. Oh my goodness gracious. We have been out here on this location for about 15 minutes now, just kind of making our way around, seeing if we can find some different fish. We've caught some tuna, we've caught a mahi-mahi, but this is the first one that really took us out a good 200 feet once we hooked up, everyone. But this is gonna be so much fun today, everyone, while I fight this fish. Oh, we just got another bite. Kaiji No Ri, the new ocean fishing location. So much fun, and a beautiful map at that. Look at this. Oh my God, can you just imagine yourself out here? It is ridiculous. You can see the birds off in the distance. We got a ginormo fish on the end of our line. It's beautiful. And today I am going to do my best to, first off, explore around. We're going to do a little bit of exploring, checking things out, as you can see off in the distance near those birds. We got that big old cruise liner out there, and we've got sailboats to our right. It is a beautiful area, and we are going to do a little bit of trekking around to check things out. And number two, obviously, we're going to check out some of the gear available, the equipment. I know that we are wanting to see all of this, as well as this beautiful boat that we're on right now. And we've got DLC access that we can show off some of the DLCs available and what comes with them, so that you can see all that for number three. And then number four, obviously, gonna be doing a lot of fishing. We are gonna be wanting to check out just the whole area, do more adventuring around, and not just looking at the environments. I'm thinking big fish. We need to be finding different fish. Even talking with Andrew, he says that the map is just so big, there's so many species and they're just kind of everywhere, that it's just gonna take some exploration to find them. And so those are gonna be our big things. A little bit of exploration, checking out the gear, DLCs, and obviously doing some fishing as well. So pack your tackle boxes, hit the like button. Let's get into it, everyone.
It's Bo Angles, the legendary Bo Angles.
Man, he is still putting up a big fight. I am so curious what we have on the end of our line. Like I said, we've got a skipjack tuna, we've had an albacore, we've had a mahi-mahi. They've all been around 25 pounds or so. I'm just now starting to, we're gonna start trying to lift that rod up. You can see why they put in those new animations for this sort of fishing, right? Lifting that rod up to try and get in some line. And that makes sense when you're fishing like this. Goodness gracious, when we've got something massive on the end of our line, this is when, you know, it's really starting to pay off. They're still taking out line, man. That is just wild. Have you ever had a fish take you out to nearly 500 feet? And we've got 2,480, almost 2,500 feet on our reel. Just wild. This is gonna be true saltwater fishing. Big fish, big rods, big reels. And I can tell that this is a big fish because this animation of him grabbing onto the grip at the top in front of the reel, this did not happen when we caught those smaller tuna and mahi earlier. So we're definitely starting off the video with a biggin, boys, ladies, everyone in between. Well, from here we're getting a good look at the sailboats going by. Is that not cool? And that is just the beginning. When we go back to the harbor, your minds are gonna be blown. You're gonna see things you ain't ever seen in a Fishing Planet map. And it is just truly amazing. I mean, it's so simple, but it will just like blow your mind that they've finally added stuff like this into the game. It's just so freaking cool. And these waves, if anything, I just wish the audio on these waves was just a little bit louder. I kind of want to hear that whoosh, whoosh, going up against the boat, a little bit of splashing action. Yes, and of course, getting that audio setting of controlling the you know, the volume of the boat itself, so that we can turn it down but turn the wave sound up. Oh, can you picture a bedtime fishing with Bo episode out here on this ocean waves? That would be amazing. Alrighty, my goodness gracious, I cannot tell you how long we have been fighting this guy. Oh my goodness gracious, we have to use the gaff. Let's go! Pacific bluefin tuna, man! That is so sweet. Do you see that? Throwing in the gaff to grab him. I swear to God, this fight, I wish it told you how long the fight was. Because this fight had to be between 5 and 10 minutes. It was a long fight of just pulling up and up and up and just getting them in. I mean, it was like sitting in the fighter's chair. You know how they talk about being in the fighter's seat for 2 hours or whatever? Thankfully, Fishing Planet didn't make it that real. Goodness gracious, to finally have a humongo fish on and then to have that big fight, I mean, it really, the payoff I feel right now fighting this guy for 5-10 minutes, 10,875 XP, $36,000. Let's take a look at what Hino thinks of it. Oh man, only 279 pounds too is the darn thing. Like, this is still sub-Nile perch size, you know, and we $36,000, 11,000 XP, not too shabby. Gotta get some pictures of this, Hino. We can just barely see your face. Very cool. Even with the cruise ship moving in the background. That is so sweet. Okay, top notch. Our first Pacific bluefin tuna, the first fish of the darn video. Goodness gracious, we didn't even lead up to it. That's what you get on the Bo Angles channel. That's right, like, subscribe. Well, let's keep this guy. This is the sort of thing that makes sense why you have such a large fish storage in here. Look at this 3D of the mahi mahi. Is that not freaking sweet or what? And the freaking fins on this dude, they're more like wings. Can you just like picture him just going out of the water and just flying away? That I can. Kaiji No Ri. I have been on this map for a half hour right now, and it is so stinking cool, everyone. Well, there we go. This is so sweet, and we can get back up into the captain's chair and move us along yet again, since there's no fish on the radar now. All right. So we've caught our first fish. Now it's finally time to get into our 4 things we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and reel this rod in, and we are going to start zipping around the map to check things out. And speaking of things to check out, this is a piece of gear I am never without. Whether I'm exploring new fishing locations around the world or seeing what's being caught around my neck of the woods. And that is the phone app FishBrain. Not only can you view fish that have been caught in and around your area, see what the fish are biting on, methods used, share your catches, and interact with others in your community, and plan for future fishing trips for free, but you can also sign up for a FishBrain Pro account, which can net you exact fishing locations shared by other anglers, bait and lure recommendations based on over 15 million catches in the community, Navionics depth maps for a detailed view of water bodies in the US and Canada, fish spot prediction based on previous catches, and private waypoints to add any information you want to remember, whether it be a hidden weed bed bustling with fish or the location of where a monster fish snapped you off. And best of all, you can chat with me, see my real life catches, and join the Bo Angles community group and share your catches with me on the app as well. So thanks to FishBrain for co-sponsoring this video. They have given me an exclusive link for all of you to take advantage of 30 days free on a FishBrain Pro account by clicking on this link above. Just make sure you open it on a computer, not your phone, because you only get a 7-day free trial there. Give a big thanks to Fishing Planet and FishBrain, and let's get back to the video. Alright, the first spot that you're most likely going to see when you get to Kaiji No Ri is the harbor here, and yes, you did see a freaking cat, man. There's cats around here. They're ready to eat some fish, evidently. And not only that, but we got a dude. We got a dude over here with a cat. If you thought that the cat couldn't get any cooler, he's got a dude next to him. There are dudes in Fishing Planet now, and they even got FJs or whatever this car is. So cool. All right, and look at these boats. We can't drive them, but they are pretty cool, are they not? Our boat is even cooler than a yacht. It's got 2 stories just like that one, except we can fish. We can do a lot of fishing off of ours. That makes it better. The harbor is so cool. Look at all this stuff. Besides the dude and the cats, we've got all these different shops around here. Parking. You have a parking guard. I haven't seen them in the flesh, but I'm sure they're in there. Did you ever think they would have so many cars in Fishing Planet? I did not. They are going above and beyond, everybody. Jet ski fishing. Upcoming DLC? Question mark. That one's got flames on it, so that makes it +5 speed. Well, I'm sure we could do some fishing around here as well. I mean, we can just cast straight off. Oh. I think that's a take. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Yes! Japanese jack mackerel. That's right. We're after the biggins today. So obviously in the future, this will be kind of a way to catch a small fish, turn it into bait. Japanese jack mackerel right there. So in the future, we could technically take that and turn it into bait, which we could use for larger fish, which is really cool. And it's just right here on the harbor. We could give it to this cat, which I wish was an option, and he would give us cuddles or something like that. That'd be cool. Anywho, enough of the harbor. Let's go check out another spot. All right, this area is called Tori no Kato, and it is the second place that you can spawn in on the map, other than someone's boat, I suppose. Some nice rocky cliffside or something like that. Welcome on board. Not so much. We're not on a boat, but it looks like we can catch a number of different fish from this location, including giant trevally, so we might try our hand at that. All right, I have no idea where to cast, so we're gonna cast towards this island with a Japanese flying squid, and then we're gonna take our second one. I put a Japanese jack mackerel on here. I did see that it said that the trevally could get up to 176 pounds, so we're just gonna cast out as far as we can towards each of those islands just to give us something to cast to. Oh. Fish on, fish on. Fish on. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. So it's not absolutely massive because we can tell he's not grabbing the fore grip of the rod there, or whatever you want to call it. But man, this water is just beautiful, isn't it? You can just like see the rocks underneath. Real life. What do we have? What do we have on here? A narrow barred mackerel. How about that? What a pretty fish. It's like a tiger. Henil. I did put a different outfit on Henil. I put on one of the DLC saltwater outfits, so don't judge me, all right? That is so freaking cool, man. Henil, we are looking so sweet. At least we've got additional sun protection, and that's all that matters for an alien in a human costume. Well, we can be happy about that. $3,390 and 37 pounds, so not super huge, but a new fish, and we can be happy about that. Take notice of the new music that they've added to Fishing Planet as well. Has a bit of an acoustic twang like the last music that we had on here, but then it kind of turns to an 80s theme, like a brooding teenager's room in the 80s. It's pretty sweet. I enjoy it anyway. Feel the power! Feel it! Eat my wake! Fish. So like they've mentioned before, all the sailboats and stuff are kind of animated to, you know, make their way across the water as you're out here fishing and doing your thing. There are also cruise ships, as we can see, if we head off in this direction and avoid running into these sailboats who don't seem to care if you're in front of them or not. Oh, and as a quick pit stop here, you can see our buoy we've already set up, which we can bring up our map and fast travel to this point. Pretty neat being able to move around, especially on a map this big. It is nice that you will be able to move around that quickly. And here we go. We get a closer look at the old cruise ship here with all the families having a fantastic time. We just need to, oh God. My controls, they don't work anymore. Oh no! Ah! No, we're fine. We're fine. We're good. All right. Top notch. Well, there's the cruise ship. And as we make our way over here, we get to see some big commercial fishing boats, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool detail. And it looks like there's a big like shipping container boat out in that direction as well. Interesting. Maybe we need to go check that out too. Bye. I hope you make lots of cans of tuna. Another smaller boat, and I do believe that could be one of the DLC boats. One of the other DLC boats is much like that one, so it certainly could be the same one. I love how what started with a silly idea of I'm gonna go see this shipping boat way over here has turned into a 6-minute long trek over to this ship in the fastest boat in the game. That is how big this map is. It's ridiculous. I honestly kind of want to time how long it takes to get from one corner of the map to the other. In the name of science. But first we need to see this boat. Oh yeah, boy. Tanker. So I do know that there are also whales and dolphins on this fishing location. However, I am yet to see one, so we're just going to have to keep our eyes out and see how long it takes before we notice one. Take over this ship. I am the captain now. In the name of science, Boangles will now devour a box of wings in the calzone while we travel across the map to see how long it takes. Let's get the timer started, and a go! Okay, having another slight pause. Gotta set another buoy. The science involved in this science experiment is not very sciencey. All right, and resume the timer. And time. I would say, without stopping for buoys and without my error of timing, it takes you about 20 minutes at 30 knots to travel the entire width of the map. So, for science, let's move on to part 2, saltwater gear. All right, taking a look at what we have in the shop now. Lots of different things, everybody. Giant fishing, squid lures. Those are the two main things they want you to focus on anyway. Yeah, we got squid stuff. I mean, come on. Who would ever thought we had squids in the game? That's so strange. Such a cool thing though, and I'm yet to catch one, so that's definitely going to be something I go for at some point. Let's take a look at the other side of all this, the giant fishing. Look at all this stuff as well. We got big time line, everybody. We got big time baits, such as the Japanese spiny lobster and gutted fish. I mean, check the target fish out. Grouper, shark, big catfish, and beluga. Freaking sweet, man. And big reels too. I mean, look at the size of some of these things. The Aqua Trekker, 14,000. That is just wild. Everybody, 48 inches of recovery with every pull too. That's amazing. $131,000 for this reel and $205,000 for this rod, the Aqua Strike 511. That is just wild, man. We really can't get a good look at boats and stuff like that. However, there are some changes, such as this cannonball sinker. There are some new hooks that you can use, such as the fabulous point hook and the saltwater curved hooks as well. And then there's lots of new things, such as these like head starter sinkers, and then they have live bait trolling hooks, which can allow you to troll with live bait, such as the Japanese mackerel or whatever they're called. I guess we can go look at the baits and then we can get an idea of what they're called. Yeah, some of the Japanese anchovy and the Japanese jack mackerel. That's what I was missing there. So yeah, live baits, throw them on and troll with them is an option, you know. Other than that, we have pyramid sinkers, more live bait trolling hooks, and the works, everybody. Looking at lures here, we've got the mini pilkers, we've got regular pilkers, single hook pilkers, double hook pilkers, we got plugs, the squid jigs we've already seen before, the squid chains, which like I said, replace, it's almost like a rig. You replace your fluorocarbon leader or your other leader with those. You got the single hook, the double hook, there we go. And then we have the trolling octopus as well, which is pretty neat. And then going up into the high 80s, you know, you got larger versions of those, which is pretty neat. Picturing being level 90 right now is just a little wild, but very cool to look forward to. But that is going to give you a little bit of a look at what you might be able to fish with while you're here, other than, I mean, rods like we've been seeing, and even, I mean, you got saltwater spinning rods, casting rods, and bottom casting rods, and yeah, I mean, these are strong, man. 203 pounds on that one, and you got rollers instead of just regular old eyelets, you know, super cool. Saltwater spin reels, you got some big ones here, and then saltwater casting reels. Have we not been just dreaming of stuff like this for a while? Just absolutely crazy. Raiden wheel, heavy duty, 198 pounds of drag. just wild. This is the rentable boat that you can take out without buying a DLC or anything. You can just rent the boat. As you can see in here, you can hold 2 seats, I guess, for you and a friend to go out there, and then both of you will have 2 rods each. So if we go ahead, rent it, just to give you an idea. Oh, they even give you a little mission to complete. Oh, a little dirty. Oh, that's right. They've connected some of this stuff to missions, I believe, to get it all working correctly, which is kind of fun. A little story mission to get the rented boat figured out and in-tuned and all that sort of stuff, so that your fish finder and whatnot can work. Get up to max speed and get up to 10 knots, 17, up to a maximum of 20 maybe. Oh, there we go. Top notch. Okay, so this is going to be the rentable boat, and like I said, you can decrease your speed, and then go back here, and like I said, you will have your 2 rod holders for you and a friend, so you can fish together out here. And once you get the boat up and running through the missions and whatnot, it should work like everything else as far as I'm aware. Hopefully I'm saying all that correctly. But let's take a look at the first DLC boat. Alrighty, and this is going to be the Ocean Voyager DLC boat that you can use. It is a smaller yacht, but it is enough for you and a friend to join out as well, and it's a lot like the rented boat. You can see here, we'll get started. You don't have to fix anything, it just works from day one, and we can turn out towards the open sea, get this puppy opened up. Here we go, increasing in speed a lot faster than the rented boat. 21, should get up to 25 knots, I believe. And just like the previous boat, decrease speed all the way back down to 12% or so, I believe, is usually, at least on the other yacht, that's what it is. Fish finder still works, and then you can go out here and get your rods thrown out and whatnot, and keep an eye on the fish finder as you're going, and it should be good to go from there. The very bottom of the depth finder there. What? So you can take 3 friends on here? I guess so. I didn't pay attention, but yeah, it looks like. So you got 2 rod holders here, 2 in the middle, and then 2 on that left side. And if we bring this up, if you hold R on keyboard, it'll show you exactly. So you have the captain as well as 3 people back here fishing. So very cool. That is going to be, like I said, the Ocean Voyager pack, I believe, that this fishing yacht comes with. The Scootum should be good. Let's try the last one. And of course, the one boat that will make all of your friends jealous, the Volan's yacht. This sucker is what we've been using in all of our videos, and it is freaking sweet, everybody. It is huge, and you and I believe 4 friends can fish off the back side of it. Let's go ahead. The captain sits up top in a proper seat, and just listen to that hum. Is nice, my man. Up to 30 knots, and it gets up there pretty darn quick. And you are off on the open sea with you and, like I said, 4 friends can sit off the backside while one of you captains. Or, like we've shown in some of the other ones, you can slow her down to 12 and then get down here, and you can throw off and fish along. And then if you ever need to change course, you can just go back up in the captain's seat and turn it to the direction you want to go. Pretty cool, everyone. This is a very cool boat. Obviously, it is a DLC boat only, but very neat. Yeah, like I said, it's gonna make people jealous if you have it, that's for sure. A lot of detail went into this thing. Now, if we move into part 3 here, we can see the 2 DLCs that will most likely be coming with the map. I'm not sure if they're going to throw in a 3rd one, but we can at least expect these 2. The one that's my video screen is covering is the Japan Odyssey pack and the Ocean Voyager pack. Now, both of these say 0 USD. I can promise you they are not. What I can assume, so long as they don't change it because it's the ocean map, is that it's going to be very similar to the Congo Discovery pack and the Wild Africa pack that we had for the Congo River. This Japan Odyssey pack, I assume, will be $39.99. and you're gonna get 60 days of premium, 100 bait coins, 100,000 credits, and then you're gonna get 2 different rods, bottom rod and a, there we go, casting rod, 2 different reels, a big old Maguro Master and a Raiden wheel. To go with those 2 rods, you're going to get a tackle wagon, Quadro Pro, going to get that Volans fishing yacht that we've been using in the video so far, along with some Zenline braid, Ocean Power mono, more Zenline braid and more mono, all the way with fluorocarbon leaders as well, cannonball sinkers, snapper sinkers, pyramid sinkers. You got the head starter sinkers for those live bait for trolling and whatnot, saltwater curved hooks up to a size 18/0 for big old fish, right? The live bait trolling hooks as well, down into the trolling octopuses, octopi, the plugs, and down to pilkers, I would assume. We got some other baits as well, Japanese flying squid times 50, large fish strips, medium gutted fish, Japanese anchovy, Japanese jack mackerel, and so on. So it doesn't look like they give you pilkers actually. It's just mostly big trolling lures and plugs to go after big fish. And then down below you can see they give you more marker buoys, 150 storage box, which is nice, tackle template slots times 2, Japan 60 days pond pass, you know, and 30 days of the advanced license as well, times 2. I don't know what that works out, so I assume this will be $39.99. Now looking at Ocean Voyager pack, I assume this will be $29.99, but I could be wrong because it also includes a boat, so could be $39.99, and Japan Odyssey pack might be even more, might be $49.99. So let's take a look at the Ocean Voyager pack. It has got 30 days of premium as well, 50 bait coins, 100,000 credits. It's gonna have 2 rods as well. It's got a bottom rod and a casting rod, very similar to the Japan Odyssey pack. 2 Maguro Masters there. Got the tackle wagon Quadro Pro, as well as a fishing yacht as well. So a different type of fishing yacht. This is the Scutum fishing yacht. Only goes 25 knots, whereas with the other one we got 30 knots there. But you're still going to be able to keep fish up to 551 pounds and keep 2,645 pounds of fish. Okay, there we go. So we got some line as well, just like the last one, the braid and the mono. Got the fluorocarbon leaders, got the head starter sinkers for the trolling, cannonball sinkers, snapper sinkers, live bait trolling hooks, as well as the saltwater curved hooks, and then we get the plugs and pilkers this time around. Okay, so we got plugs and pilkers on this one, and bucktails, so no octopus included lures with those. A lot of baits that you see at Blue Crab Island, but they do throw in the Japanese spiny lobster as well as the flying squid, jack mackerel, pretty much everything else along with it. And then you get the 30 marker buoys, mega slot storage box, 150 tackle templates, pond passes and licenses as well. So yeah, don't know how much these are going to be because they both say 0 USD at the moment. I assume they're still trying to figure that out, but it could be a $29.99 to $39.99 sort of scenario. But I could also see, since they both have boats that come with them, they might up that charge up. Could be $39.99 and $49.99. We will just have to see, everybody. But once again, these are boats that you can only use on the ocean, so that could lend to them being cheaper than what we wonder. We can't use these on any other maps, only the ocean. So yeah, will be interesting to see. But that is going to wrap up a little look at the DLCs coming with Kaiji No Ri. Let's get into some actual fishing, which I am very much looking forward to. Hello. Alright, we have found a very steep drop off with lots of fish towards the top. You can tell in that bottom left part of the sonar there, or the radar, whatever you want to call it, it'll show you what the depth is of those fish that you're bringing up. And so there's a lot of them towards the top right now. So we are actually going to probably drop down. And I've got a number of rods rigged up ready for trolling. So we're going to throw this plug as far as we can and then let it probably drop out another let's see. Okay, let's let it go out to maybe 150, you think? Or we'll do 175. How about that? So we got that one set out, and now we got the live troll, and I've never used the live trolling, so I thought we would give that a shot. And if we don't like it, then we'll switch to the octopus. And it's out to almost 300 feet now, so we'll stop it at 300. So top knot, we got that going on. We got 2 rods out, and now we can go back up to the captain's chair and make sure that we're still traveling at the speed we want and in the direction we want. We can zoom in on the map, make sure that we're still going. There is quite a few fish way deep off to our right. Just kind of going along this edge here and hoping that there's something that wants those rods down there, and then if something does take it, then you know that tip will start going wild and we'll know we have a fish on. So till that point, we're just doing some proper trolling, everybody. Oh my goodness, this one was looking a little bit weird, so I kind of I picked it up just to see what was going on. I have to slow down for this one. Yeah, it's a whatever it is, it's a pretty decent sized fish. He's grabbing the foregrip here. I don't know what to call that. I'm gonna call it the foregrip. Just it's got to be something like that. He's reaching out to get more strength for this rod anyway. We're out to 500 feet right now. Now this is the one that was out to 300 feet to begin with, so we're just gonna getting way out there. We started out with that ginormous bluefin tuna, remind you, to start out the video. Do we have another one on? We're using different bait. That one was caught with an octopus, I believe. And I threw out a plug and I threw out this jack mackerel. I'm very curious as to what we've got. Need to start pumping, I think, to try to tucker this guy out. Underwater Frank over there catching a 30-pound Japanese amberjack. Going to go out on a limb and say I think this one's a little bit bigger than that. Come on, no low line tension. This is a no low line tension type of day. He's coming straight towards us and we're now sub 600, going towards 500, 550 at least. Yes sir, yes sir. I like it when they come towards us. That's a lot nicer. I like that a lot more than them swimming away. That is for sure. Oh, now he's starting to get a little bit more energy towards 450. He says, okay, I don't know. I think that's enough going towards the boat. We can just get back to that 300 mark. At least I'll feel like we're back to where we started. Goodness gracious. All right, finally. Sub 300. We're making headway. All right. Oh, goodness. Ooh, all of a sudden he just decided to come right towards us. That is the most line we've gained for a long time. Goodness gracious. I think we've been at it for a good 5-6 minutes now. And it's interesting because, you know, it's like real life. You start getting towards some really big fish and you're in for a fight. I mean, this isn't something that, you know, you hook into and it's, you know, a minute or 2 minutes fighting or something like that. I mean, you honestly have to kind of think like, if I go out for these big fish, bluefin tuna, you know, and the like, am I ready to get into a 5-10 minute fight? Because that's what we're looking at here in Fishing Planet with this new ocean update. My goodness gracious. Come on, get a sub 200 again. Tell you one thing, I definitely don't see myself doing a level 1 rod versus the biggest fish in the game again. All right, now sub 100. Oh, in the 60s, in the 60s, in the 50s. In the 40s, in the 30s, we're about to see some splashing going on here. We're about to see some splashing. Look at those. Look at that. Oh, God. Oh, God. Hit the gaff. No freaking way. Let's go. Oh, my God, dude. Yes. Oh, my goodness gracious. We got him. That is so freaking sweet, dude. Oh my goodness gracious. $33,000, 7,625 XP, only 183 pounds. But we have caught our first striped marlin, everyone. Oh my goodness, the game even floated it to our arms. Oh, he-nil. Good night, my friend. What a fish. Oh my God. Look at the light reflect off of its skin too. Beautiful, dude. Bluefin. We got the striped marlin finally. We're gonna mark that guy so we remember where we can find it in the future. We've got 2 out of the big fish in the game. 2 out of the 3, I guess. Obviously not as big as they can get by any means, but that is so freaking cool, man. So cool. Oh, that's so exciting. So we got him with the Japanese jack mackerel. Let's mark him on the map. Yes, sir. Striped marlin. Right there. Right there, everybody. I've been driving around setting up buoys and stuff like that, but I mean, I think the Goliath grouper is all we're really missing for me to be happy with this first video anyway. We've got so much more that we can tackle, but my goodness gracious, that's gonna be a good start, I think anyway. Let's go see if we can find ourselves a grouper and yeah, see if we can make it happen. Oh, a whale just jumped right there. It was beautiful. I didn't catch it on camera. Dang it. It was beautiful. Do it again. Do it again. Oh, over there. There's whales everywhere. This is the whale spotting area, evidently. Chasing the whales. Boy, there's lots of fish on the radar right now. We should be fishing right now. All right, we're changing up our fishing here. Let's toss this gutted fish out in the hopes of a big old grouper. That is a ginormous fish. Holy crap. So we're gonna let the line out so that it can sink all the way down to the bottom, which is nice because we used to have to like reel backwards to let line out, but now it just happens automatically. So that is good. So now that it's hit the bottom, we can click it close and go ahead and put it in our holder. Then we'll get our other bottom rod with the spiny lobster and do a very similar move. And I guess at the same time we could try pilking. That could be fun. I'll let that guy out. You have to throw out pretty far. That way when it starts arcing back towards you, you know, you still get a good distance. Otherwise, it could end up just right underneath you, which, you know, could be what you want. Who knows? All right, this one's on the bottom too. We'll put that in the rod holder and hopefully, maybe we should have put bells on them. Otherwise, we're going to have to pay attention. We have to pay attention to something happening. I was going to say, that one's moving, man. Boy, that just happened automatically. My golly. Oh, it's taking out line. The spiny lobster immediately have a fish on. I feel like it just hit the bottom. I didn't even have time to really stop the recording or anything. Already had a fish on. Doesn't seem to be too big. Makes me wonder if we haven't actually caught a grouper. If we have, it's a young one, because it is not putting up a very big fight at all. This is with the, oh, we got another one on. Another fish on. This is with a 12-aught hook. The other one has a 16-aught hook on. So it does make me wonder if maybe we should focus on the other one, because that does have a bigger hook. Could do a little bit of juggling here, though. See if we can at least hook up on this one, see what we got going. Oh, yeah, he's grabbing the 4R grip on this one. Man, that's a big fish. That's a big fish. Whatever it is. Oh, golly. I don't know which one to focus on now. Should we try to get this one in just to see what it is? See, it's obviously not very big because he's just putting his thumb on the reel. The other one is big though. I'm curious what this is if it's not a big fish. Oh no, we lost the big one. Ah, you dirty dog. You dirty dog. I thought maybe we'd be able to get this fish in real quick and get that other one in. Well, what do we got on this then? What's the small one? What did we catch on the small rod? Boy, just when we get him down to 30 feet, then all of a sudden he pulls out to 50 again. He may be small, but he's still putting up a fight. I'll give him that. My goodness gracious, can you say hashtag second wind? Good golly, we had him at 40 feet, now he's almost at 100 again. Is this it? Is that his last attempt to get away? Last shot. Got him in the 50s. Dude, we have been fighting him for these last 50 feet. for probably 5 minutes now. He just keeps going to 50 into the 40s maybe, and then he goes all the way back out to 80 again, and that's happened like 3 times. Come on, you. Okay, that was the first time we actually touched the 30s. That's maybe a good sign. Maybe he's getting tuckered out. 30s, back out to the 40s. Oh, come on. Oh, I can feel the strain. I can feel it. Sub 30 in the 20s. Come on, man. Get him up. Pull him in. Get him to the top. He's only 30 feet away. Go, buddy, go. Oh, we're about to see some splashing, even if it's not too big. Oh, come on. Get him in. Get him in. Come on. Yes. Yes. Go, 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 baby. Young giant grouper. Woo. Oh, man. That just makes me think that the other one had to be bigger. Could have been just a normal size grouper at that. That is so sweet, though. And what a beautiful screenshot, man. With the sun in the background, your golden reel and the grouper in your hand. I tell you what, everyone. If you're not excited for Kaiji No Ri, you better check your pulse. I'm a little worried for you. It is a beautiful location. I know it's high up there. Obviously, it's endgame. If you've ever played any game like this, RuneScape, World of Warcraft, etc., etc., yes, the coolest stuff is usually at the highest level. That's just kind of how it works. You don't go against the new big bad boss at level 12. You go against him at level 80. You know, that's just kind of how it works. But once you get here, my goodness gracious, everyone, you're in for a treat. It is so much fun. I'm having such a blast. It's just so different than everything else that's been in Fishing Planet so far. And I'm excited to keep on going on, everyone. So obviously, this is video number 1. I hope you enjoyed it. We took a look around the map. We took a look at the equipment and gear that you can buy in the store. We took a look at the DLCs, and then we did a little bit of fishing, huh? We didn't catch a lot of the smaller fish, but we did target the grouper, the striped marlin. We got the bluefin tuna in the very beginning. This has been a lot of fun. I hope you appreciate it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to join us at our live streams every Wednesday night from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Central, make sure you do so, everyone. Would love to see you there. Now, you might have seen our ad for Fish Brain halfway through or whatever, and that is a new thing. We have a little bit of a thing going on with Fish Brain, and if you are interested in doing a little bit of fishing in real life, I really recommend Fish Brain. It is a heck of an app. I use it myself all the time. I really recommend it to all of you if you're looking to get into fishing in real life, and it's a great deal. And I'm excited that they have some interest in working with us to get some of you who enjoy fishing in games out and about and fishing in real life as well. I mean, it's a life skill like riding a bike or starting a fire, I don't know, other life skills that you can take it with you for the rest of your life. And knowing how to fish is such a cool activity, and you gotta live it up while you can. So anyway, check out Fish Brain if you have any interest at all. I recommend it, and go back to the ad and all that. Check out the card, click on the link, and get over there and give it a try. Otherwise, we are so looking forward to doing more Kaiji No Ri fishing, and I hope all of you are excited for those as well. So until the next episode, everyone, take care, and as always, remember, everyone, we're one planet, one family, game on.